Yo, yo, yo.
This is Brooklyn Boyz.
Radio, and I don't like this bastard.
I hate this nigga. He started with me already. I was already sweating talking to this dumb ass dude, bitch.
Yo, stop sweating me, bro.
Whatever, nigga. Stop talking to me.
Go get your sweat glands removed.
What? What? That's disgusting. Who would fucking do some shit like that, man?
I know someone from Love and Hip Hop that did that.
This nigga always reporting false news, but
Yo.
I fuck with this nigga. What's good, man? Fuck out of here. Giving you shit.
Ain't nothing, man. Another week. I finally finished writing this feature, this movie I was writing. Matter of fact, I finished writing 2 movies this week. One is a drama, and one is a romantic comedy, actually. So
You don't know about romance, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
About romance, brother.
And you're not even funny.
I'm not funny. Okay.
We gonna see what this shit came for in a minute. I see your MCM's sneakers on you got over there.
Yeah, you know, some low-key joints right here. You know, I'll make sure when we do the sneaker cam, I'll show the back, because I don't want y'all to think these are Chinese slippers.
Nah, they nice. They all right.
I see your composition notebook ones.
I don't know what this is, bro. But I just got them on, man. That's how I'm rocking today. That's how I felt today.
Ain't nothing wrong
My
with
man
that.
Cash, I said I should have wore the red sixes
Sixes.
that this came out.
I don't mess with, sixes, especially if they're red, because that's like too close to Satan.
But it's not 6666. Nigga,
Doesn't
what the fuck
matter.
you talking
1-6. It's 2 sneakers. It's already 6-6. One more and you got 6-6-6.
Yo, you're an idiot, B. You're a straight idiot. So what's up? What's up with the Baywatch? No babe? Like, what's going on?
Baywatch.
No chicks for you or nothing happening in your life? Wild, crazy?
Where's this coming from? No chicks. What the hell? We talking about your sneakers?
Yeah, but I want to get into your love life. Is this
I don't have a love.
Is this a Playboy summer for you? Or this a booed up summer for you?
I don't know what it is. In all honesty, I'll take it day by day. But you know me, I be chilling. How about you?
I ain't got shit, man.
Nah.
I'm ice cold out there, bro.
Okay.
I'm taking ice bath.
I mean,
every
I'm not
other day.
ice cold. You know what I mean? But
I'm cold out there right now. My life is, I'm drowning in work and other shit, and I ain't got time.
no, I'm lucky enough to have someone that makes me smile. You know? But
Oh, okay.
I'm chilling.
Truth comes out. You got somebody making them smile. What they do for you? I seen Cardi B do the flyest shit this morning on Instagram, sir.
What she did?
She was running around the house with her camera phone, telling her man, I want to suck your dick. I want to suck your dick. I need a woman that do that all day. I think that was cute.
That shit doesn't excite me,
Not
bro.
for
I've been
Instagram,
getting
but I
that
would
since
love
I was
that.
14 years old. I'm 40-something, bro.
I still
Like,
get excited every time I get my dick sucked. What the fuck you talking about?
I hate
Till I'm
yo-
105,
Yo,
I'm still
son,
get excited.
I'ma
Are
be
you
a-
crazy?
This is what I'm going to tell you, right?
Oh, man, I ain't asked for a lecture,
No,
B.
it's not
He
a
always turn the
lecture.
front moment into something else, man.
It's not a lecture. That's why a lot of times I be thinking dudes be fronting, bro. Like, if you've been doing it for as long
But
as
it
you
wasn't
say
a
you've
dude,
been
it was
doing
her.
it, then why does it still excite you to that
Let
point?
me ask you a question. It was her. He was sleeping.
No,
He didn't even get
I'm
up.
not talking about him. I'm talking about you. Why are you so
Oh,
excited by that?
I still get excited. I don't care. I get excited. I love it.
I mean, listen.
Let me ask you a question. You get excited to go work out?
No.
Oh, I get excited to go to the gym every day.
I mean, do I like working out? Yes. Nothing really excites me, though. You
That's
know
your
that.
But that's your problem. You bored as fuck.
No, it's
You're
not.
boring,
it's
man.
not, it's not I'm bored, bro. I'm a 46-year-old man.
That's
who-
just getting too old.
No, it has nothing to do with getting old. I can't. It's like
You
going,
just said nothing excites you.
no. It's like I don't understand how people still be excited to go to parties, bro. You've been going to parties over 20, 30 years.
but-
And look, and it's not to say that sometimes you don't feel like going to a party, but I don't know. Yo, son, I can't wait to go to this, bro. It's the same thing with the ones you went to the past 30 years.
Nah.
It's a bunch of people in the room with music playing and drinks. Like, I
Yes
don't
and
get
no.
it.
Because I'm partied out. But guess what? I like to go to a good lounge. I like to go to good This week I just went to an R&B showcase that was real dope. So I love shit like that.
I do too. I went to the Williamsburg Hotel. They had a candlelit concert. Frank Sinatra. It was cool. After that, we went upstairs to the rooftop bar. They got a dope rooftop bar with the pool and everything. I had a great time. But what I'm saying is, bro, I've been going out and going to clubs and lounges and these establishments for like 30 years or more. So there's never a time that I'm excited to go. It's like,
Nah, I'm
okay,
excited. I'm excited.
I'm gonna go, I'm gonna have a good time, but it just doesn't excite me
I'm excited to go
anymore.
on vacations. I'm excited when I got a pretty young lady that I like and she likes me, or I love and she loves me and she want my body. I'm excited, bro.
I hear you.
I'm excited.
I don't know. I guess I'm just whatever.
I don't know how you gonna keep a woman you don't be excited when she come home and she
No,
gave
but that's not what I mean. I mean, there's
I get excited, bro.
when you grow attached to people, then you begin anticipating and missing them and looking forward to seeing them. Like, I look forward to if there's an attachment there, if I'm really dealing with somebody and I'm into them, I may look forward to seeing them. I don't know if I've ever been excited about, oh, I'm gonna give my.
That's why you're a 46-year-old single nigga, because you're not excited to see these women. Your woman, if she comes home and you're excited, she gonna be excited.
No, that's
because
not, you
my
didn't hear
man want to see me and
didn't-
he's happy to see me.
You didn't hear what I just said. I said if I'm into someone. So if I do have a woman, yes, then I'd be looking forward to seeing them. It's just at this point in my life, I don't get excited about
Nah, I get excited, man.
getting head.
Hey, I
bro.
would
Like, it's
listen.
like,
For my
okay.
late, I'd rather
Is it something I enjoy? Yes. But there are so many other things that are more important to me. Like, do I enjoy it? Definitely.
Listen, bro, we're not talking about that. We talking about moments. So for that moment, if my woman came home and said, I want to suck your dick, I'm like, yes. I'm be excited because she thought of me enough to want to come home and yell it out in the house and want to do it for me. I'm happy. If she came home and said she wanted to cook some food and make my favorite dish, I'm happy.
I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying, me, myself, I don't understand the logic of growing
I
excited.
hear you. You're boring. You're just
guess.
playing as boring.
I can be at times.
It is boring. I like the excitement. I love when a woman just thinks about me. Cardi B,
too.
keep
Who
doing that
doesn't?
for your man.
Keep doing it for your man.
Yeah,
Cardi.
please, yeah,
No
because
doubt.
at least you ain't doing it for 100 niggas, you're doing it for your man. So
Ain't
I'm into that.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And nothing absolutely wrong with that. So, man, this got some sad news. This heard some sad news. I got a chance to meet this brother and work with him a couple of years ago. He came out and blessed us. You know, we do that comedy
Labor Day,
show.
I remember the Labor Day comedy show.
Oh, that's right, you was there. DC Young Fly came out, and actually, I didn't even know he was that funny as a comedian. He actually killed the place that night, and he was just a cool
Yeah, he was real
dude.
cool that night.
Yeah, so just heard that he lost his kid's mother.
All condolences.
Our
man.
condolences, Jackie O. That's her name.
Yeah, that's what they.
Yeah, and I see him on Instagram with her all the time and his kids and all that. They say she went to have allegedly mommy makeover surgery. Yeah, ladies, just be careful. Shout out to GC Young Fly. Our
I told you,
condolences.
stop shouting people.
Listen, I hear you, man, but I'm shouting him out because I just want to send the brother some love and our condolences to him and his family
Definitely.
and his kids and his life is suddenly changed forever.
Totally. And it's so crazy because it's a conflict because on one hand, now he has to go a little harder. You understand what I mean? But in the same breath, now he has more responsibility on his back.
100%.
That's going to require more of his time. So it's like learning to balance that. Like there's that transition period, you know. It wasn't 3 children for me, but like when I lost my daughter's mother, when my daughter was 13, like that was like, whoa, you know. It was very unexpected. And once again, it's like it's that transition phase because now he has young children.
Young children too, man. And I feel so bad.
I feel for him, man.
Bad for those kids, man, because.
And that's another thing that people don't think about. It's not even just the transition, but it's also now taking care of these kids emotionally and mentally because they just lost their mother. You know, that's a huge obstacle to get over. You know,
that's crazy, man.
Oh man, getting the kids through that, man. Like, my prayers are with you, DC Young Fly. Like, real talk.
Definitely. Yeah, it's just a sad thing, man. Blessings go out to you and your family, bro. In other news, I was watching, I was seeing this came over the internet. I don't know how true it is, so we gonna say allegedly. They were saying that 2 things. They were saying that Jamie Foxx got sick allegedly from vaccination. They didn't say which one he took or anything like that. They say he had a blood clot in his head.
I thought we can't say that word.
I don't know. I've been seeing it pop up a lot lately, so I don't know if they took the restrictions off, but we'll see. But they said allegedly.
Please beep that out.
They said, he got blindness and paralyzed allegedly from the vaccinations and shit like that. So if that's true, that's crazy in itself. And I think a lot of things are probably going to come up more weeks to come. But yeah, I seen a couple of different sites they were reporting that. But you know, a lot of things with the Jamie Foxx things has been like up and down.
all
Some
over
people
the place. Because
all over the
I
place.
actually saw a video a week ago of him going to a restaurant, and they said that was him,
Yeah.
you know, as of recent. So that, come to find out, the video wasn't real. I mean, that's the crazy thing about the internet. It's just so much false information going around out there, and it's hard to tell what's real and what's not.
Yeah, definitely. I guess till we hear an actual family member come forward or himself come forward and say something, then we'll see what happens. And the reason why I brought up the teen thing was because I seen reports all over the news this week, like on CNN, a bunch of different news outlets bringing this up, saying that there's gonna be another type outbreak coming soon. That's even worse. Yeah, it's gonna be coming. It's gonna more attack children. They're saying. They expected losing numbers in the millions. I'm like, how do they even know that?
I was just about to say, this is my question, right? Like, did write y'all a letter, or did it leave you a voicemail or send you a text like, hey, I'm coming, and this time I'm coming for the kids? How do y'all know this?
Yeah, I have no idea, but
man. And you know what? I'm sorry, but the world is full of idiots, bro. And the reason I say this is because the truth is right there in front of our faces, and we just throw a blind eye to it, man. You know what I mean? Like, the world as a whole. It's just, oh man, I wish that we would stop being sheep. You know what I mean? And like we see the track record of the people in leadership, man, the track record of the government, bro. And all you have to do is look at what they've done in the past to be able to predict what they would do in the future. Ain't nothing changed.
Nah, it's definitely scary. But talking about leadership, also seen President Joe Biden take a fall again, probably for the 10th time. I don't know how many times he's fell, but this is not his first time. He was at some, I don't know, he was on the podium somewhere.
I heard he doesn't tie his shoelaces.
So Joe, I think you're getting too old, man.
Sleepy Joe.
I don't even know how Joe Biden's gonna run for president again, man. He got too many.
He can't run for president. He has to walk for president.
Yeah, I think we have to get a new well, not we, but I think there have to be a new Democrat candidate out there, because I don't know if Joe gonna even be able to hold himself up for the next couple of years if he go back into office. Because every other week is something happening. He's losing the speech, can't speak. He's falling down. It's just a lot of things happening with Joe Biden right now.
Are you saying that Joe Biden is not a stand-up guy?
Oh, shit. This guy, you on one today. What you took, man? Roofie or something?
No, but earlier when we started and I said I wrote a romantic comedy, you said I wasn't funny.
Oh, so he trying to be extra.
I'm not.
That's what it is.
I'm not trying to do nothing.
Okay.
I'm just proving my point.
Okay, comedian.
Because you laughed a couple of times.
Anyway, I see some crazy shit too on the internet this week, man.
I see crazy shit on the internet every day.
Yeah, I guess so. But this one was real crazy to me. I seen in North Korea, a 2-year-old went to jail for.
They sentenced him to life.
To life in prison. You seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Because they said his parents was caught with a Bible.
I don't know if it's extreme, but I can't say that I disagree.
For a 2-year-old to go to
understand? I'm not
to
saying,
spend life in
I'm
jail?
not saying I agree about the 2-year-old spending life in jail. All I'm saying is this. For living in a country, right, where our morals are going to shit, when I see other cultures so overprotective of their culture, I can't knock them. I can't, because the truth is, like, bruh, America's going to hell in a handbasket right now.
Yeah, but some things it's just too extreme.
It's extreme. It
yeah,
definitely.
I hear what you're saying, and I may get what you're saying a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's too extreme.
I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah,
I'm not
crazy.
saying I agree with that. All I'm saying is, because of what I see is happening here, I can understand why other cultures are so protective.
Yeah, but it's like an oxymoron, right? Because just before you was like, yo, you just tired of people being sheep. That's the ultimate of the government controlling their people and making them sheep.
It is to
155%.
It is to a degree.
There's no free thinking.
No, it's not. It's not. What the Bible represents for them is Western thinking. They don't want Western thinking seeping into their culture.
But I hear you. But isn't that the ultimate guiding the sheep where you want them to go, not giving people a choice to what they want to do or how they want to live. When you take away the choice.
Not necessarily, because if
if
that's the case, then that means you go to the West Indies, a lot of the things that those people are against, and we're from the West Indies, and there's certain things that our parents would not put up with because it went against their culture. Did that make us sheep? No, it did not. All I'm saying is this: just because we can't understand their culture and we can't relate to it, we can't say it's wrong. I remember one time I heard someone say, we look at what goes on in the Middle East, right? And we look at these women and we look at them as oppressed, right? Because they have to cover themselves all the time, right? And then they said, but do you understand that a woman in the Middle East is looking like, oh my God, so they make you run around in uncomfortable shoes and show your body, even if it's 30 degrees outside, you're oppressed. It's all on what your beliefs are. We may not relate to their way of life because it's not ours, but it's not for us because we're not the ultimate judge of what's right and wrong.
I hear you. I still think it's 100% extreme to take a 2-year-old child because of what his parents did.
Bro,
I don't.
In no way am I saying that's not extreme.
I don't understand that.
All I'm saying,
and I still think it's the sheep, the herder leading the sheep. No matter how you look at it, whether it's here or there, it's still leading the sheep. When you take away people's right to think free or do what they do as they please, is they right? You're leading the sheep a certain direction, right? If you go back to biblical text, right? The one thing that made us unique out of God, all God creations, if you believe in that, it was to have free will. So people don't have the free will to go seek whoever they want to go, worship and stuff like that. That's taking away people's right to do something, and that's guiding people to where you want them to go to.
But if that's the case, then that means that you should feel that law enforcement shouldn't exist.
No, I don't. That's two totally different things. Law enforcement is two different things.
Free will.
No, because you have to have rules. If you don't have anarchy, you have anarchy.
If it's free will, then I should be able to pee in the streets if I want to, bro. You cannot.
No, but
once again, selective outrage.
Yes.
You cannot pick one.
Yeah, but it's
either all or nothing.
Nah, it's not all or nothing. Because one is lawlessness. You still gotta have guidelines. There's guidelines. But then when you take away a person,
who are you hurting by peeing in the street?
It's guidelines.
I'm just asking. The same way.
Exposure.
Who are you hurting? I didn't say showing your penis to someone.
Yeah, but
I said, who are you hurting by peeing in the street? That's what I'm asking.
The environment. You can't just take your shit out and go pee anywhere you want to go to.
Do you realize
might follow?
Do you realize that before civilization, people used to pee in the woods?
Oh, yeah. They had.
So how are you hurting the environment?
Hold up. And also, guess what? Hold up. Wait a minute. You see, now you want to go somewhere else. When people used to just pee anywhere, and you go back to the Dark Ages, that's why the Moors came over and all those European people were dying because they didn't know how to separate their body waste from the food and the shit they was eating. No. So they was dying from different plagues. And then the Moors came over and taught them how to irrigate.
That's not true. They weren't, but it's also the fact that they weren't bathing.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, but so you have to have rules in place so certain things can happen.
Okay.
But I'm just saying
but they
you,
were getting more sick from not bathing than from that. And there isn't a law that you have to take a bath.
Oh, hold on, time out. Their water supply
was getting contaminated.
Getting contaminated from the feces and the body fluids. So you have to make rules so you don't have anarchy. But when you that's an extreme. When you taking somebody's liberty to have a free thinking.
Who are we to say what is extreme? Because guess what? I think that people going to jail for 30 years for marijuana 15, 20 years ago was extreme. Because it was but guess what?
And now the laws have changed.
But during that time, people didn't have a problem with it, and we're all for it. So who are we to say what is extreme when the truth is there are a lot of people in other parts of the world that look at what goes on here and say we're extreme.
Listen, bro, I still find it extreme. I think what you're saying is bullshit.
You're not listening.
But I am listening to you.
Nowhere did I say a 2-year-old being sentenced to life
like I said,
is not extreme. I'm just saying we have a tendency to choose what is right or wrong because of the lens we're looking out of, right? And we have a tendency to think that our American culture
don't have nothing to do with American for me. You brought up American and other.
It does have something.
Yeah, I'd
to
have felt
do
like this if I
because
lived in Africa. I'd have felt like this if I lived in China.
Because
it wouldn't have mattered to me.
You're not letting me. Yes, because you were raised by American culture, but
I would have felt like
people in China may think that that's so. It makes perfect sense.
I'm almost 100% sure nobody thought the two-year-old should have went to jail.
Allegedly, because you didn't research it.
Listen,
so
I'm pretty sure people ain't saying, yo, 2-year-old.
Have you spoken to anyone and asked them?
No, I didn't. I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure. Hey, do me a favor, audience. Whoever thinking 2-year-old should have went to jail for life, write us on the
do you see how this man has no listening comprehension?
No, I do have
because
listening
the
comprehension.
entire time we've had this conversation,
because
I've said it's extreme.
Yeah, but you said it's extreme. Just because you said it's extreme in our conversation, but you still trying to debate it. If it's extreme, it ain't no debate.
You're not listening, and that's the issue.
No, I am listening to you.
You're not listening because nowhere have I debated it. Nowhere have I debated it.
Listen, bro, you always want to be the opposite of some shit. It's extreme.
Who wants to be the opposite? I'm speaking pure logic.
Okay, it's extreme. It's extreme. On to the next story. I don't even know what to pick. I don't even know what I want to talk about no more because everything you're going to debate, man, like, I'm scared, I'm really about to piss him off now. I'm scared. I just can't, man. Let's talk about DJ Envy again real quick, man. I don't even know. I seen Gunplay come out. You saw that video?
Yeah, I seen that video.
That shit was totally whack to me, man. I don't understand why niggas recording.
On so many different levels.
Why niggas are recording private phone calls to expose? I don't understand. Maybe he wanted to be down with his man Ross. I have no clue. You know, and then Envy didn't really back down from the conversation, but I still don't understand why Envy for the last 2 weeks has been everybody's punching bag. Well, I'm trying to figure this shit out.
First and foremost, you know, Gunplay talking about Envy went at his baby. No, Envy didn't go with your baby. What Envy did was state a fact. He said that your baby moms did a GoFundMe, which is a fact. It's not something that's made up. He stated a fact. And then he said, if Ross is such a boss and you're his right-hand man, why does your daughter's mother have to do a GoFundMe? You know, which to me, I think is a very valid point.
Yeah.
I think it's a very valid point. You know what I mean? And you know, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, people pick on who they know they could pick on.
Yeah, they've been picking on Envy all week, man. Envy, I don't know what you gotta do. Stop having these niggas pick on you all week.
Envy, you gotta punch somebody in the face, bro. I think it's long.
He mad light skin, bro.
I know he is. Bro, take some boxing lessons or something.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. Leave Envy alone. I mean, I don't understand what's happening. Envy just trying to do his business to keep it going, right? I don't know what's going on, bro. But
yeah, I mean, you know.
I just
once again, I don't understand what is wrong with these people with someone stating facts, right? The whole thing started because Envy said that Ross Airbnb's his house, which he does. But Ross
Ross like he rented his house out for production, right? Like the other day, we had Cuba Gooding Jr. in my house and they was doing the shit. I don't feel like I Airbnb in my house. They rented the house for the day.
But my question is this: even if you did Airbnb your house, what's the big deal?
Well, you're right about that too.
And this is what I think entertainment is filled with a bunch of guys that are not comfortable in their own skin. And this is why I think everybody's pretending, because people are so big on defending who they are. When you know who you are, bro, you don't need to defend it. You understand? If I've rented out my crib for a production before. If somebody said, yo, Moby, renting out his crib, okay. And?
You made some money.
Who cares?
You're right. Nah, you're right.
But when you're so trying to put up this facade that you're a boss, then you feel like everything is an attack because you don't want people to peep what you may really be.
Yeah, but real quick, I just had something in my brain, and it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I just want to state something that Styles hates. You know, I know I haven't told you something that I hate in a while, but besides him today, I want to tell you something else that I hate. Please, ladies, do me a fucking favor. Just do me a favor, please.
Do Styles a favor.
Please. Please stop having your kids walk way behind you while you walking down the street. My mother used to tell me she didn't have eyes in the back of her head. Somebody could snatch me up and run away with me.
Especially these days, it's a dangerous world.
These kids, yo, this week I seen two or three ladies do this. The kids is way about 15, 20 steps behind them. And it's like, yo, the kids are like 4, 5, 6 years old. I'm like, go get your kid. Then I seen another young lady have her stroller. She's on the sidewalk, but the stroller's out in the street like this. and the cars are just missing the stroller. Like, please, ladies, be more careful with your children, please. That's all. I hate to see that. You don't have eyes in the back of your head. People out here is creeps.
Styles are calling y'all negligent mothers, by the way.
Whatever. I don't want to see that shit no more, man. Because then you want to tell something to these ladies. You want to go, yo, go get your kid. Don't say nothing about my kid. What? Like,
I'd still say something.
Go get your kid, man. Please go get your kid. Yo, Little Mermaid came out this weekend.
Did really well, too.
And Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse came out this weekend. So, and then I see...
Is the Spider-Verse like the Metaverse?
Anyway, yo, so I see Dr. Umar Johnson come out. And he was talking about, they had the Little Mermaid. She went inside the milk. She dipped inside the milk because her love interest inside of Little Mermaid is a white dude. Little Mermaid was black. Colby Bailey in this series, and in the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales, who's black and Hispanic. He has I didn't see the movie, but I know it's like a white girlfriend, a white girl that's with him, another Spider-Man that's with him throughout the movie. So he was basically just saying like, yo, can we have some love interest for ourselves?
People are just never happy.
I felt so crazy about this situation, right? On one hand, I understand what exactly Dr. Umar's coming from. On the other hand, I look at the business at hand for the studios, right?
But it's not even just
they want to make everybody feel inclusive.
Children don't even see color, bro.
No, I hear you. But they go home, they see color.
No, listen, I get
parents
that.
Start teaching
I get it. I get what you're saying, and I'm not saying that it isn't good to see positive representations of us. That's not what I mean. I just feel like they gave us a black Little Mermaid. Now the issue is, oh, she has a white boyfriend. It's just a lot, right?
So
and if that's the case, Dr. Umar, you got money to build a school, then brother, put some money up to make some shows or some movies with black love interests. Because that's my thing. If you think that there's a problem, stop complaining and trying to tell other people what to do with their money.
It's not that easy to do that.
It's not.
But it's not that easy to do that. One, but I also sympathize with what he's saying, because when Little Mermaid was first introduced to us, and like a lot of these cartoons, especially when we were growing up,
she was white.
It was no white or black. It was just all white.
It was all white.
No black interest at all.
Correct.
So movies were being built for centuries. Well, not centuries, for decades, I should say. For decades, when it was just all white people in cast.
Correct.
And we never had the time to shine, especially when we make up probably most of the purchasing power when it comes to stuff. We never get our own. I might
be the wrong person to have this conversation with, because I didn't like the way we were being depicted in urban films. I felt like all of the characters, weren't intelligent. They were one-sided. They weren't. And what I did was I went out and created a show that was what I wanted. You understand what I mean? So I'm just tired of people trying to tell other people what to do with what's theirs.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because what I dislike too, sometimes with us, we take a back seat and we don't understand that other cultures, whether it's white, Asian, it doesn't matter. They pick out and they dictate to these people that's making these films.
How many Asian superheroes do you see in these Disney films?
No, they do. Well, right now China's backing a lot of the money that these studios are making these films at.
Who's backing a lot of money?
China.
Okay.
Right? China's backing the money.
So they're putting up the money to see what it is that they want.
But guess what? China also has millions of dollars and billions of dollars in they where they from, and they let their people come in. Like, there's a new Chinese superhero on Disney Plus right now. I was just watching it the other day.
Listen to what
called
you said.
Chinese Born or something like that.
China's putting up a lot of. All I'm saying is this, right? I'm not in the habit of going into someone else's home and telling them what to cook. It's like
it's not that. This is our home, though. America is our home. So when you're
not understanding.
No, I do understand what you're saying. What I'm saying to you, America is our home. With America being our home, we also have to fight for what we want to at the same time.
Shout out to Chef Katori in the house.
What's up, miss? I can't even see. I saw a girl come in. I ain't see the lights.
Chef Kator.
This topic gonna make me mad too. They said no more sidewalk barbecues in New York City. I was saying, I don't understand why want no more sidewalk barbecues, man.
Because it's loitering.
Yo, go next subject. I'm not playing with you. Leave me. Stop, man.
Yo.
Stop.
Why can't I have my own opinion? I don't
Niggas should be able to make a glizzy on the sidewalk.
Pause.
Oh, that was crazy.
Of all things you choose, it would be a glizzy.
Yo, whatever,
Of course.
nigga. Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, they're trying to take the fun out of the hood, man. Let these niggas chill. So when these niggas got out of time, they start shooting up the place. It's because there ain't no barbecue. Niggas ain't eating it.
So you telling me no barbecues ever got shot up?
Maybe a few, but I think it'd be more if you didn't have the barbecue. At least when the barbecue happens, somebody be like, oh, chill, man, come on. We having a good time.
That usually happens right before the shots.
Nah, a lot of times, it saves the shots from happening. You making me sweat, B.
How am I making you sweat?
Yo, man.
This is crazy.
In other news, Shannon Sharp is leaving in June after the NBA playoffs. He's supposed to be leaving undisputed.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, man. Somebody tell me what the score is, please. Somebody look up the score, please. The game is on, but I don't know what Skip gonna do, B. I ain't gonna get no more Skip. I think Shannon Sharp should go to First Take with Stephen A. Smith. I hope he just goes somewhere else, because I didn't really enjoy him in the morning. I really have a hard time figuring out if I'm watching First Take or Undisputed. I go back and forth. So
Adios, amigos. Adios, my friend.
Skip keep losing all the good black guys that make the shows, man.
It's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends.
So let's talk about this. They say, I saw this report this week that was talking about relationships real quick. And they were saying that it's not infidelity, it's not financial issues, that
That's the reason for the majority of breakups.
yeah, not the reason for majority breakup. They're saying uncommunicative expectations is the reason why. So basically,
Can you break that down for those of us that don't understand
Okay,
what
so basically-
uncommunicative expectations are?
basically, I had this with my last relationship. You know, basically, your ex.
Shout out Styles X.
Nah, we're not doing that. Yo, but my last relationship, you know, certain things not being talked about. You're feeling a certain way about something. You're holding back your feelings, and you're not having a conversation.
That's a woman thing.
Yes, it is. To unpack what's going on, so y'all can deal with
Expecting
the
you
issue.
to be a mind reader.
Yeah. Or even getting the help, right? You can go to a therapist.
Give
go
me
see
a
somebody.
crystal ball for Father's Day.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of sometimes I've been through relationships.
Tell
like
me
that.
how she feels.
But I think men do it too. Men probably hold their tongue and don't say what they gotta say and get frustrated, and then they go jump into some other chick box or something. You know what I mean?
I mean,
And
I'm just not one of them guys. If I have a problem, see, I think the issue with me is if I have a problem, I'm gonna speak to you about it once. I'm gonna speak to you on it once, and then if you don't put in any effort to address it and you just totally disregard how I feel, I will not voice it again. I will just deal with it until I can't deal with it anymore, and when I can't deal with it anymore, I just leave you.
But I also think that's part of the problem, right? Because voicing something one time, sometimes things has to be reiterated, right? And you know, things sometimes people learn in repetition. People taking certain things differently. Like I'm a person that work with, I follow instructions very well, right? But somebody else may not follow instructions very well. They might not have that, and they might not have that in them. That's something that you got to bring out in them.
I agree, but I'm also a very laid-back individual. So I'd say there's two things that I have an issue with. One is dishonesty, and the major one is disrespect. You understand? So if I address to you that I feel that this is disrespectful, and you still continue to do it, yeah, I'm not going to force someone to respect me, bro. Like, I just don't have time for that. You know, if I tell you once, yo, I find this to be disrespectful and it bothers me, I think that should be enough.
I'm not a one and done guy. Sometimes I feel like you got to have the conversation. I just feel like some people just they don't comprehend well, man.
I agree, but question. You're in a relationship. Your partner has a guy at her job who likes her, right? And you know this. And she goes to lunch with him, right? And you find out and you come to her and you're like, hey, I'm not cool with that, right? I find it to be disrespectful. I'm not okay with it. Y'all have the conversation. and then next week she does the exact same thing again. There's one thing with not learning off of that one conversation. There's another thing with totally disregarding how you feel.
I think this is a sticky situation because that same guy could have been a friend of hers for 10 years, and you just came around the first in the 6 months or a year, and it's hard to break off a friendship and say I can't hang out with that person anymore.
I totally agree.
Right? So
I totally agree
things
with
take
you.
time.
I totally agree with you. But if y'all had a conversation and that was stated, you didn't leave that conversation thinking she wasn't going to do it again. So what I'm saying is y'all had a conversation. You addressed how you feel. She said she receives it. She didn't tell you, oh, we've been friends. No, you left the conversation thinking she understands how you feel and she's going to respect how you feel. And then she goes and does it again.
No, listen, man. I totally comprehend what you're saying.
Because at that point, you're just disregarding how I feel.
But there's another side of that too. I'm just playing devil advocate with you. Sometimes that person may feel like they told you yes, and they didn't know how to tell you, yo, that's my friend. They don't want to argue with you. Because even if I take you, for instance, right? We have this with people that know you. I tell people all the fucking time, nigga come to me and tell me something about you. And I'll be like, go tell that nigga, go tell Mo yourself. But people they be intimidated to talk to you because they don't want to tell you whatever. Because, yo, Mo, nah, he gonna have a problem. Some people may not be comfortable letting out how they really feel or show you how they really feel. And I always tell, that happened with you all the time.
I hear
and you know that. I come to you all the time. Yo, someone said what? But I don't know why they ain't telling you they self.
I hear you, but what I'm telling you is if your partner tells you I received this, I don't care what the reason is. That's not your fault, and that's their fault for not communicating the truth. Because they left you to go under the impression that they understood, they acknowledged how you feel, and they were going to do something about it.
See, it's dangerous, right? And I understand how you think.
I can only take you at your word.
We both Sagittarius, right? Mm-hmm. And I think a little bit with our sign, we play this trickery game in our heads. It's not a bad thing, but we hold people to what they say. Right?
But you're not supposed to.
No, I'm not saying, no. No, I hear you. Because you could go to a person and be like, yo, me, you got an issue, anything wrong? And the person's like, nah, we not got no issue. But innately, I feel like that person got an issue. And I know that person, so I could tell when things are going wrong and things are not right. But
once
because
you say we don't have an issue,
once
that's
you
not my problem.
That's
not my problem.
It's not my
because I gave you the opportunity.
I
gave you.
But I'm learning.
We are adults.
But listen, I'm learning. Everybody don't do the same thing that I do, and sometimes we have to go beyond that because I understand how you feel. Because I'm gonna hold a motherfucker to what you. Oh, that's what you told me. I'm gonna hold you to it. Just because I'm holding to it doesn't mean that you comprehend it or you comfortable. So it's me as a man. If that's my woman, and I know her to be that way, I gotta massage that and really have a deeper conversation with her. I'm just saying I'm getting that at my age.
Listen, bro, I understand that. You learn who you're dealing with, and you deal with them accordingly. I don't knock that. But what I'm speaking to is someone totally disregarding your feelings after having a conversation and receiving what you're saying. You know what I mean? There's definitely sometimes you have to speak to someone about something more than once. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having a conversation. I get everything you're saying, okay. And then they go do it again. Because that happens too. Sometimes somebody they don't give a shit how you feel.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot with us. You understand? Us as men. Because people act like as if we're not human. And a lot of times, let's be honest, you bring up an issue that you may have that makes you feel a way to a woman, and then the conversation becomes more about how she feels about how you felt.
And not what you felt.
And then how you feel totally goes out the window, and you end up now trying to coddle her and defend yourself because you hurt her family.
Yo, I had a conversation not too long ago with somebody, right? And we was going back and forth, this young lady, and she was negating what I said was the issue that was bothering me, right? And she always wanted to hang out with me and see me, but then she would never bring up the issue or never fix that issue. So one time I think I found myself like going, like I had enough of it. So I'm like, yo, I'm going at her like, yo, listen, you still coming back around, and I told you this, and the third. And you know me, I went on. I probably went on like a long run-on sentence.
Yeah, I know, because sometimes you just won't shut up.
Yeah. So that's what happened. But She was like, yo, you're not giving me a word in edgewise. I said,
And then it becomes about that.
yeah, but I'm like, yo, I'm not giving you a word in edgewise because guess what? You never dealt with the elephant that was in the room in the first place. And now you wait for me. I already told you what my problem was 50 million times already. And you keep negating what the issue is and act like it's not happening and it don't exist. Now you want to talk about it and have an opinion after I brought it up? Like, I get,
Well, I mean,
I don't know, bro.
If you bring it up, then you open.
Because I've been bringing it up.
But I understand, but you have to understand that every time you bring it up, then you open the door for a conversation to be had. So she always does have the right to speak her piece.
Nah, I hear you, but for me, I was like, yo, it's like, you saying, yo, it's toilet tissue, there's no toilet tissue in the house. And you got to pick up the toilet tissue.
You just reminded me, there's no toilet tissue in the house.
So you finally pick up the toilet tissue. Now she want to have a conversation about the toilet tissue. I've been telling you for 3 days there's no toilet tissue. I picked up the toilet tissue already. Don't tell me now. Now you want to deal with it when you could have addressed it, and we never had to have this conversation.
I really don't understand that analogy.
Yo, next subject. Listen, I'm not dealing with you. You're not gonna make me sweat, man. I'm not dealing with you. She got me drinking water already. I'm not even dealing with you.
Yo,
Anyway,
this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy.
New York City. I hear like a garbage truck outside, so I'm gonna talk about New York City for a second.
Why does a garbage truck make you associate?
Because
New York
it
City?
make me think about like New York City workers and shit like that.
Other cities don't have garbage trucks?
Nah, I'm just saying, it make me think about New York City. New York City's on some bullshit. They want to raise New York City transit by 15 cents from 275 to 295 in this next coming month. We told y'all last week.
275 to 290, you mean?
290, yes, 290.
When was the last time they raised fares?
I think 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
But they said they also by the end of the year should be at $3.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. You know.
Yeah, but we was paying. You remember how much we used to pay to get on? It was like 75 cents.
75 cents, and then went to $1, and then went to $1.50. Yeah, but I'm still not mad at it.
Yeah, but you got to be mad because the money ain't going up at the job.
I understand, but what I'm telling you is, it is unrealistic for us to think that these things are going to stay at the same.
I'm not saying that,
at
but
the same number.
Yeah, I hear you. I totally get that, but then like
what you're saying is justify it.
Yeah.
Show us what we're spending our money on. We still have one of the dirtiest subway systems in the world. You know, I get that. But
you got, and not only that, New York City's getting money from everybody everywhere. They doing a toll.
They got speed cameras.
Speed cameras everywhere.
Hate y'all speed cameras.
And they just got a new rule out for the speed cameras too. I'm not sure on the rule, but it's a new rule that's came out for the speed cameras. So New York City.
Why would you mention this?
I just know there's a new rule because they could go look it up. It's a new rule on speed cameras. I don't remember what it was.
Damn it.
But anyway, you know, they doing the New York City toll into Manhattan. That's supposed to happen before the end of the year is out. And then I saw the New York. I don't know if this was New York City. I don't think it was New York City. Then I seen a bus driver clap at a dude on the bus. That was kind of crazy.
Like this.
This nigga gotta go, B.
He has to be stopped.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about that. I'm going.
Wow.
I don't want to talk about it no more. You keep messing with me. And since I'm controlling this over here, I ain't got to talk to you no more about
His
that.
new name is Super Sensitive Sam.
Whatever. Let's talk about, since we talking about jobs, you're gonna talk about Walmart. They said.
Is that a mart by the wall?
They said 65% of Walmart will be automated by year 2026.
How do you feel about that?
There's a lot of people gonna be staying home, bro. And they also say AI will be taking over.
Allen Iverson?
Jesus Christ. Yo, somebody get this nigga, man. Yo, I'm about to walk off the show, B. I promise you I'm about to walk off the show, B. Yeah. Anyway, they say AI is supposed to be taking over 37 million jobs by 2030. What we gonna do, B?
I don't know.
Oh, you got nothing smart to say now? What we gonna do? I think
I think
America.
Allen Iverson is gonna take one man gonna take all those jobs. How?
Look, bro. I'm going to next subject, man.
Yo, you just asked me.
Listen,
Yo,
man.
This guy's crazy.
This show gonna be over early today, y'all. Cause he's giving me a headache. He's giving me agita. All I want to do is fight this man right now, bro.
But why?
Anyway, have you? I'm going to the next subject. I'm not even finished the subject. This show gonna be over in 2 minutes. Stop, cause I ain't got that many subjects. Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Hey guys, am I doing anything?
Stop. All right, you know how to write romantic comedies. Cool. All right, I take it back. Stop. Can you stop that?
Yo.
Can you stop?
I'll think about it.
I just gave you your props, my nigga.
All
Like,
right. I hear you. Too little, too late. But I'll think about it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
you're giving me a headache, man. I'm going home, man. Yo, anyway, have you seen these proms that be having, the proms and the graduation parties that be having for these kids? Mm-hmm. They be spending upwards to $50,000 on a prom. You parents are retarded. That's what I wanted. Oh, can we say that word? I think you can't say that word. Bleep that out,
Mr.
please.
Politically correct.
Yes, sir, please take that out. We can't.
Mr. Politically
Yeah,
correct.
I didn't mean to say that word.
Could you possibly rewind and come again?
Never. I'm not saying that again.
Okay.
Listen, it's Suave E Legendary. Make sure y'all take that, bleep that out. But you guys are crazy.
Mentally challenged.
Yeah, you guys are crazy. I don't understand why they build these expectations for these kids. I don't know what they think
It's a setup for failure.
Yeah, what their wedding's gonna look like. What you know what I'm saying? What their life is gonna look like. $50,000 on prom and graduations. Like, for what, bro? I seen this one girl. She graduated high school. It looked like, and she had nothing but ace of spades. Like what they was giving the kids, and she was going to her prom. Like, don't you supposed to party at the prom, not the house?
It's a new day.
The whole gym, the setup with the pitches and all of that.
Yeah.
It's a new day. I mean, but look, a lot of times you look at the birthday parties of some of these 1-year-olds, and it's for the gram.
It's for the parent.
It's
D.
for the gram. It's actually for the gram, bro. It's
for the parents'
Instagram.
gram.
Yeah, it's for the gram. It's hey, look at me.
That's crazy. I thought I was ODing. When we did Sid's Sweet 16, we spent about 16 grand.
Yeah, but you know what? But since the beginning of time, man, like Sweet 16 is a rite of passage. It's something that people have always celebrated. It's just a child's 1-year-old birthday party, right?
Kid is never gonna remember that.
First of all, I remember when my daughter was 2, her mother was like, "We gonna have another party?" Like when she was 1, I said, "No, we're just gonna lie to her when she gets older and tell her we had a party and the picture's burned." That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, listen,
like it is.
I'm gonna tell you something so crazy. So my 4-year-old nephew's up here this week. He just came here yesterday. Him and my brother, they stayed up here for like a week with me, right? And 2 years ago, we had a 2-year-old birthday party for when he turned 2 at my house.
I remember I was there.
Oh, you was there? All right, cool. So my nephew walks in the house yesterday, and I said, "You remember Uncle Reek's house?"
No.
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 He don't even remember the crib, bro.
No.
So I'm like, yo, why are we having these extravagant things for 1-year-olds? These extravagant, I don't understand a couple of things.
Because it's for validation.
A couple of things. I think the people just want to party. Even those parties, with the gender reveal parties, why are we having those? I see the bridal shower. They have like a bridal shower. They have a party before the wedding. They have, well, we always had bachelor parties too. But it's all these things everybody trying to celebrate.
No, see,
I think they're taking the fun out of
There's nothing
everything.
wrong with the celebration, right? Like a lot of times a bachelor party is literally the groom and 10 of his friends, they go to the strip club, they have a hotel room, that's fine. You know, and it's not, to me, it's not even about the event itself, right? It's about people that are going way beyond their means just for the sake of.
Well, if they got it.
If they got it, that's fine, bro. If you're worth $10 million and you spend $50,000 on your child's prom, you can afford to. But
I don't even think I would still do that.
it's just a lot of times with the proms, I see a Rolls Royce Wraith rolling up to the projects, bro. It just doesn't make sense.
Rafe for $1 million?
No, not Wraith. Look at you trying to be me. Oh, look at you.
Try to give you back some of that bullshit you was giving me earlier.
Yeah, but see, that don't work with me.
Whatever, B.
Yeah, but a lot of times, you know, you see a Wraith rolling up to the projects. You see a Rolls Royce, a Bentley, and it's not me saying that those that live in poverty don't have the right to celebrate. It's just do not set your children up for this habit of going beyond their means just for validation.
Well, a new study shows the more money you have, the more happiness.
The happier you are.
So they used to say more money, more problems. Now they say more money, more happiness. How do you feel about that? Because I think if I had more money, I'd be more happy too.
I think that the world is changing, and I think what that has to do with the fact that society is becoming so superficial, and people are equating their happiness with acquiring things. So because of that, there you go. You have the results. That's why things have changed. Because it wasn't that 30 years ago. It wasn't the more money you had. It was more about people with a family and children are happier. You understand? But when you're living in a world now that's becoming so superficial and everybody's seeking validation, and what decides success is what you acquire and what you possess rather than the substance of the individuals that are in your life, then I would expect that to be what the
I think money will
results
make
are.
you happier when you don't gotta get up and worry about bills. You don't gotta worry about if your kid gotta eat, is gonna eat. You don't gotta worry about what vacation you go on. You don't have no restrictions of where you wanna go, how you wanna go. I think those things make you happier in that sense.
But what about the other side of the coin?
What's that?
The other side of the coin, which is the richer you get, the more expectations of the people, a lot of the people that are around you, which is also the more people are looking to get out of you, the less genuine the relationships are with the people that you bump into. You become a means to an end.
I got a problem solved for that. Just change the number, my nigga. Nobody call me.
How many times are you gonna change your number?
I will keep changing it, bro.
Because you're gonna keep meeting people.
Nah, keep me rich people. I stay around rich people. That's
I hear you. But I don't want a life where what's at the basis of all of my relationships with people are an opportunity, because even rich people, everyone just uses each other. And
Listen,
it's
if
not
I
to
had
say
that
that
type
rich
of-
people
if I
don't
had
have
that
real
t-
friends, but I'm just saying that yes, money gives you freedom. Yes, money allows you a higher quality of life, but there's also another side to the coin.
Like I said, if I had that type of money, like that type of wealth, first of all, people that was in my life only get one chance, and it'll be reiterated over and over. You got one time to come to me, so make sure when you come to me with an idea, make sure that it's a solid idea and it's something that it could work out for you, because you only got one time.
I understand, but what about when you begin losing people you love because they can only come to you one time?
Guess what? Because they never really loved me.
I understand, but even if they didn't really love you, that doesn't change the fact that you loved them. And it's not to say that you won't be able to let them go, but it's still gonna hurt. It's still gonna affect you. When you begin to look around you and you come to realize that no one is here genuinely for you. And I'm not saying that money cannot bring happiness. I'm just saying that whenever people think money, they think about all the good things, but they never think about the flip side of it. And I'm only saying that from the standpoint of someone who the perception was that I had all of this and all of that, and I know what came with that.
Well, what I will tell you, you must be 100% on
Because
point.
I lost my closest friends behind that.
I hear
You
you.
understand where I'm coming from? So I know what comes with that.
What I want to say is you must be on point.
Well, I lost the people I thought were my closest friends.
You must be on point, because Tyrese just put out a statement today and said his ex-wife, he just realized the relationship wasn't about love. It was only
Purely transactional.
Transactional. So I guess that speaks to your point.
You see what I mean?
That was a
Like-
good way segue into Tyrese.
and that's-
she was just there for the money. She
And
wasn't there for him.
And that's another thing too. And I've always said this. I've always prayed to God, please, Lord, let me find my wife before I find my wealth. And the reason being is because when the wealth comes, then bruh, I'm not gonna say I'm paranoid, but I'm really just analyzing every woman that comes into my life, because you don't know if she's here for you or if she's here for what you're able to do. Like it makes it, yo, bro, money makes it so hard to simply exist, because you have to analyze everyone you deal with.
I think, I agree.
You get what, like.
No, I agree, but it depends how you look at it, right? Like, I totally agree with what you're saying. But then you got some people who's rich, and I know a couple of them, they don't care. They know they're here for the money, they're happy. I think it's how you look at it.
I'm just not one of those people.
It depends what you want.
I'm
if
just
you're looking
not-
for the love, or you're
I'm
just
just-
looking to be happy and you're going to pay for happiness.
And
some people will pay for happiness.
yo, bro, and you have to understand, because you're speaking to someone who, I've been followed home from the club all the way from Queens to Brooklyn and shot twice for my Rolex. So I remember when I started making bread on the streets, and I remember when things shifted and when things changed, and I remember how much Now, everywhere I'm at, bro, I have to pay attention to everyone around me because I don't know who's out to get me. And this is the part that people don't think about. And don't get me wrong, when you're rich, okay, you're not going to frequent certain places, but it doesn't mean that those type of people, they may not rob you with a gun, but they're trying to rob you other ways. You just always have to be on your P's and Q's. And this is why, like I said, it becomes hard to simply exist.
Guess what? I'd rather be rich than broke.
I hear you, and I'm not saying you shouldn't. You shouldn't
I'd
rather
be rich and broke.
Like I said, being broke is hard. Being rich is hard. Pick your hard.
Only thing I can tell you, I would probably rather, not probably, but would rather, I'd rather be broke and to be one with God than be rich without him.
Lies.
That's 100%.
I don't believe you. You need more people.
100%. Yeah, I'd rather live that type of life, and be in the right place with God than be rich and have everything that I want here and can't get nothing in the afterlife. I don't want nothing like that. So if it's gonna cost my soul, I don't want it. Alana Van Zant says,
Ayanla.
that's how you say her name?
Ayanla.
Okay, you say it then. I was watching her this week on an interview, and she's saying if women were softer, they would have better men in their relationships.
I so agree. You know, I was dealing with a young woman, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember on our first date, she was so tough, right? Just trying to be so hard, right? And something women don't realize about a man, the dynamic between a woman and a man is never going to want to be softer than you, right? So if you bring up your toughness, then he has to be here.
You got to be there.
Right? In order for the dynamic to be balanced. And the problem with that was the fact that I became this harder version of myself. And it wasn't even intentional. It's just naturally what
so
men...
every time you got harder, she got harder?
No. What ended up happening...
He gonna skip right over that, but go ahead.
No, because it wasn't funny.
It was funny.
What ended up happening is as we got to know each other, and she started to fall for me, she got softer. But I got stuck in that mode.
You got stuck in hard mode.
I got stuck in that mode.
Some girls like when you get stuck in hard mode.
And no, because then what would happen? She'd be like, "Damn."
You keep trying to ignore my shit. Yo, I'm getting off the show, B. I'm getting off the show. Stop ignoring my stuff, B.
It's not funny.
It is funny.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but the problem is as she softened, I was stuck in that mode, and she would say like, "Yo, you don't show me no."
Cash still laughing. Yes, I know my shit was funny. Cash still laughing.
No, he's laughing at you.
No, he's laughing at the. Yeah, I can't even say what he's laughing at. Go ahead, man.
And you know, and she would say like, "You're not affectionate." You know, you're.
What I would tell you, some women play this role, I guess, when they, like you said, they want to be hard acting or hard to get or play whatever, and like you said, you might get stuck in that mode, and then when they get to know you or you get intimate and then they get softer. But now you already
there.
You already this big bad wolf. You like, and she wants to bring you back down. And
you don't know how to you don't even know. Exactly.
Because you always, as a man, you always kind of watching out for her. Or she might try to pop back up with that hard shit. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't lower my guard.
And for me, it wasn't that. It was just, how you met me is how you'll have me. You understand what I mean? Like, once I deal with you a certain way, bro, like, I'm kind of stuck in that mode mentally. And with her, I just couldn't get out that mode. And it was just so weird for me because she would say like, "Yo, you're not affectionate at all." And in my mind, I'm like, damn, that's crazy because I am affectionate. I'm just not affectionate with her because she got me stuck there. But I've met women who they came into the situation so soft. And when a woman is soft and feminine, it makes me want to be protective. It makes me want to be warm. You understand what I'm saying?
I totally get that. You deal with a combative woman, you start being combative with her.
Yeah.
And you raise your level of intensity around that. So
because you have to in order to keep the dynamic.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree with you.
So I totally agree with Ayanla, which is,
ladies, you got to be more soft with your men.
And I know a lot of women are going to say, but when we're soft, men take advantage of us. That's because of your experiences. And one thing that women don't understand that y'all need to get better at is deciphering who you're dealing with.
And I told this young lady that the other day. We were just having general conversation, a homegirl of mine. And I said, yo, you can't keep dealing with men because one person hurt you and you want to deal with everybody the same way because of how that person hurt you. Everybody's an individual. You have to deal with people with being individuals. I tell people all the time, if you play spades, it's like playing your card. Even if I showed you my whole hand in spades or Uno, you're not going to play the same cards I'm going to play the same way. So we may look the same. I may look the same as you, or I may look the same as, definitely not E, maybe Cash. But I'm fucking with you, E. But
see, that wasn't funny either.
Yeah, I'm quitting. I'm done. I'm taking. Apologize.
No.
Apologize.
Come on, man. Speak, man.
Let's say sorry, man.
No, for what?
Just make me feel good,
come
man.
on, super sensitive Sam. Come on, man.
Say sorry, man.
This guy's crazy.
You're not gonna say sorry?
No, come on.
All right. Somebody driving this nigga home?
Yo, this guy's crazy. Thank you, Mama.
Oh, thank you. I'm about to come kiss your feet. Come over here, girl. Come give me a hug.
A real one?
Yeah, come give me a. I'm dead serious.
Make sure you take your shoes off. He about to kiss your feet.
No, 'cause I got 2 feet. So.
Oh, she got one for you too. That's what she tried to say.
Oh, no, I got one for him first.
Thank you, Mama.
Why him first?
Because he asked for it. You never asked.
I'm not a beggar. He
Look
is.
at this.
Come here, can I get a hug?
Look at this amazing food by Chef Couture. You see
Thank
this?
you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much,
You got
Mama.
shrimp. You got steak.
Oh yeah,
You
I'm.
got ribeye.
Woo!
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. And you smell nice.
I try, you know, my femininity. my soft.
There you
Softness,
go.
there we go. We need that.
Softness.
We need a. Don't hug that black nigga over there. Don't
All
hug
right,
that
good night,
black
Mama.
nigga.
Get home safe.
Thank you so much. I got some food.
This guy's crazy.
Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. I'm so happy about my food.
You were saying, I am love and Zant.
Oh, ladies, just be soft to your man.
No, you were saying you were speaking to someone and you were telling them that you can't deal with the next person the way that just because of your past.
Because somebody treats you one way, that doesn't mean everybody's gonna treat you that way. Even if they look the same, they're the same height, same color, it doesn't matter. You have to give people and treat them as individuals. You can't treat every relationship like your broken relationship that you came out of before. Everybody's different.
But in the same breath, human beings are a byproduct of a combination of the different experiences that they've been through. So when
that's
when
PTSD effect.
It is PTSD. So when someone is constantly going through the same experiences, then it causes them to just run on momentum. You know what I mean? No matter who they're dealing with. And it's very difficult for them to change because it's basically like running downhill and turning around to go uphill. Like it's difficult because you're running on the momentum of what you've been going through. So I get that too, but that's why I always say, ladies, y'all have to get better at deciphering who y'all are dealing with because y'all kind of date the same men over and over and over and complain about what y'all go through.
Well, I only got 2 more things I gotta say real quick. 2 crazy things I saw this week. One, I saw I think it was like an Asian airline. I don't remember if they're from China or Korea, but it was an Asian airline. Somebody opened up the exit door while the plane was like, they say 700
He said he was hot.
feet. He was hot.
That's what he said. No, I'm dead serious.
Yo, I didn't even know those doors could open in the
They
air.
can. That's the crazy thing, which makes absolute. But they have to be able to open just in case there's an emergency.
Yeah,
That's
but they don't got parachutes. Shouldn't it be like when it touched the ground? I guess.
Yeah, because if you never know if there's an emergency in the air, and they can't have it where there's a key to open it. Because if there's an emergency and everything's going crazy, and one person has the key, so they have to just be able to push
that's
it.
crazy.
It's just like the roof door in most buildings, right? It would be safer to lock it so that nobody can get into the building, but they have to leave it open. That's why they just put an alarm on it if you open it, so that they can know.
That was crazy though. I'd have whipped that man ass as soon as we landed. I don't care who it is. I'd have whipped his ass when he got off the plane.
Then you would have gone to jail.
Well, guess what? I'd have been going to jail knowing I'm living. That was kind of crazy. They see them people holding on to their teeth like, it was crazy. And then I see something sad.
Hold on, that's how you know movies are lies. Because every time you see a movie in a plane
they
and the
wasn't high
door
enough.
and the
They
door
wasn't high
opens,
enough. They was only
okay.
700 some feet. And they probably had to be high enough for the. You were about to say so the people the seats rip
You know
out.
the people, yeah, the seats rip out and.
Yeah, they wasn't high enough.
Nah, but I think movies. I mean, we all know movies are like exaggerated.
Yeah, I don't think they was high enough. But
High enough? What do you mean? They weren't smoking like
whatever.
good enough
That wasn't
stuff.
funny. Anyway, so
You hear laughter?
I heard laughing when I said some shit too. And you didn't say nothing. Fuck out of here. Anyway, I seen something terrible though. I seen this kid wreck his room. He cause his mother wouldn't let him go outside. Did you see that video? He took out all the windows, looked like with an ironing board, cause his mother wouldn't let him go outside. And then he broke his dresser, threw all the clothes, and he was like, "Yo," he telling his moms, "Come fight me." She's like, "You ain't going outside."
How old was she? How old was he?
He got to look about 16, 17.
I also saw a girl in Guyana that burned down the school because they took her cell phone
And killed 19 people.
and killed 19 people.
Y'all kids got to do better, man. First of all, I don't.
Do the kids got to do better? Or do the parents got to do better?
The kids got to do better too, bro. They got to be held accountable too. You got to be held accountable. You know, everybody talks about like the parents got to do better too, and I could tell you this: my mom's was good, like you know what I mean, and I had a healthy feel my mother. But when we went outside, we did what we wanted.
That's all kids.
Yeah, and I think sometimes kids get beside themselves, and sometimes you know you can have a great parent and you can still be just a fucked up kid, and sometimes it's not always the parent. Sometimes you just got a hard-headed kid. Cause you ever go in a household and you see like 3 or 4 kids, 3 of them is good, and 1 of them is like, you know, the shooter. Like it
So
doesn't
you're
mean,
saying shooters aren't? They're what? Shooters?
No, I'm not saying
What are
saying
you
nothing
saying?
like that. I'm just saying to you, it's not always the
Shooters? His name is Styles.
No, shit. Sometimes the parent, it ain't the parent. Sometimes kids, you got to take accountabilities for your action, who you are. And if you can't control yourself, you have no self-control.
I don't know, because me, as a parent, there is no option.
I hear you.
Listen,
but
bruh.
kids still gonna do what you want to do.
Bruh, you're not listening. There is no option. I will fuck you up. And if I have to keep fucking you up, I'm going to keep fucking you
Yeah,
up.
but what I'm
Like,
saying to you is, some kids gonna keep. Yo, I got one of my men.
and I thank the Lord, because I have good kids. I thank the Lord for that.
I got my man, and he was a terror. He tell me all the time, look, my father was a pastor, my mother's a pastor. My father beat our ass. Like, you know, he gave us a job. He had us working. Like, he said, yo, I just want to be in the streets. He goes, Styles, I want to be in the streets. I ain't care what happened when I get home. I go after school, I cut school. I want to be in the streets. My mother could come up there every day, beat me. I want to be in the streets. And that's what he wanted. So it was no stopping him.
Well, he got his ass whooped every day.
Nah, I hear you. Listen, my mother came to school and beat me every day. Beat me in front of the classroom.
I remember, so I used to get in so much trouble. I remember,
My mother was standing at the door like this.
I remember one time my mother, this is how messed up I was. My mother told me one morning, I'm coming to your school today, because I have to speak to your teachers. I said, okay. Yo, bro, do you know I went to school and cut class? I cut the first period, and I'm on my way to the park to go play basketball, and my uncle's driving my mother, and my mother's looking like, are you serious? I told you I was coming, and you still cut class.
And that's why I'm trying to tell you, it ain't always the parent, bro. This nigga come from this type of living.
Yo.
It ain't always the parent. The kid make that decision,
Oh,
bro.
my God. No, but I always have respect for my mother, though.
I'm not
Always.
saying he didn't have respect. Shorty was wilding. He didn't hit his mom's, though.
Yeah, but he's talking to her crazy.
Talking to her crazy. My mother would punch me in the face a long time
Hell
ago.
yeah.
My mother, oh, God, Jesus
As
Christ.
she should.
But man, all kind of shit, bat, broom,
As
anything
she-
she picked up would have hit me in my head, bro.
As she
My
should.
mother wasn't playing that game. But
I don't
kids,
agree.
you got to do better, man. If you're out there and you know something, you know what I want. What I was seeing in that video though, and I hope the kids, his friends, seen that video, and all y'all niggas get at him. All y'all do
You know
get
they're
at him. Nah, because we used to get at our. One thing when I was growing up, if you did something disrespectful to your moms, niggas would respect you. Like that's your mom's. Be like,
Yeah, but this is 2023,
nah,
Styles.
yeah, you right.
Like,
You right.
these kids are a different species.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Because I definitely was like, you bugging. That's your mother.
These kids will probably come to your crib and help you jump your mom's kid, like.
Nah, but you remember that girl that smacked that mother at the door in that video?
And yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, didn't they get at her? or
They,
something
yeah,
like
no,
that?
they killed her. She died a couple of weeks later. But you know what's so? It's funny that you say that, right? I had a friend of mine that I was really close with, and his father was paid, right? Like his father used to keep like 20, 30 grand, in the bedroom or whatever. And I remember him and his father got into it one time, and he called me, and he was like, "Yo, look, I'm gonna just leave the bathroom window open. I want you to come in." And I was like, "Bro, I'm not doing that to your pops, man." And he was like, "Mo, you seriously? Come on, bro, stop." I said, "Bro, I'm not doing that, and you better not call nobody else to do that either, cause ain't nobody gonna tell you they not doing that. They gonna come and do like, bro, I'm not doing that to your father."
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Like, no, you don't. Come on, man. That's one thing because, and me and my moms we ain't had the best relationship. But the one thing my mother said is, he's never raised his voice at me. Bro, that's my mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Disrespecting her speaks more on me than it does on her.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
100%. But I hope his boys get at him because that shit was crazy as wow.
y'all should whoop him out.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but they should definitely have a conversation.
Styles has survived another episode of Brooklyn Boys.
Oh my God! Thank you, fellas. Thank you. Because I didn't know what I was gonna do with this nigga today. I really just wanted to quit the show today, but I don't know. Let's see if I come
Styles,
back next week.
are you okay?
This was another episode
Are you
of
okay?
Brooklyn Boys Radio.
Are you okay?
Please like, subscribe,
Are you
and share,
okay?
and tell a friend and tell
What's
a friend.
wrong?
And next time, call 911 because he's gonna be in the hospital. Keep playing with me.
Yo, E, give this guy a hug, man.
Tico,
Yeah.
we out.
Brooklyn,